jump on real quick. I know we in the middle of this, getting ready to get into the middle of this holiday rush, man, as we're coming up to Christmas. It's cold outside today, right? So we just want to hop on real quick and give you a couple of pointers as we get ready to close out 2026. This is the blueprint. I'm Malcolm Fears, your host, broker, owner of M73 Real Estate. Hit us up on m73realestate.com. Check us out on YouTube at M73 Real Estate. Drop us a line, hit us up, and we'll get you ready for your next move. We're going to get you prepared as we go into 2026. One of the things I wanted to talk about briefly on today as we jump on is just about making sure you know where you stand credit wise. One of the biggest problems I have seen over the years is people being afraid. Well, I wouldn't say afraid, but hesitant really to know where they stand as far as their credit is concerned, right? So we want to make sure that you're in the right place. Don't be afraid to know where you stand, where your credit is concerned. And what does that include? That includes knowing where you stand at your credit score for the three major credit bureaus. We got Equifax, we got Experian, and we got TransUnion. And generally what happens is the lender, anywhere you go to use credit, basically the lender is going to use your middle score. So if, let's say, at Equifax your score is 700, and Experian your score is 720, and at TransUnion your score is 760, they're going to generally use the middle score, which is the 720 score at Experian, right? So, and then some creditors only use a certain credit bureau to look at your pull your score. But if they do all three, they're going to use the middle score, right? So you always want to know where you stand with all three credit bureaus. One of the things you can do to ensure that you know is every time at around this year, and this really applies to anybody. It really doesn't make a difference if you're in the market to make a major purchase or anything. You should know on a monthly basis, really, I do, where you are with your credit. But every year around this time in December, right before you get ready to splurge on all of those Christmas gifts for your loved ones and for yourselves and things like that, one of the things you should do is obtain a free copy of your credit report. And you can do that by law by emailing or going to the website annualcreditreport.com. That is a free government website, annualcreditreport.com. Go on there and request a copy of your credit report, one copy from each of the three major credit bureaus. You are entitled to receive that one copy. Once you get that copy and the link to that copy, they'll send it, but most of the times they'll send you the link to it. Once you get that link and download the copy of your credit report, go through your credit report thoroughly. Go through it thoroughly, and make sure that there is nothing on your report that should not be there. Make sure there's nothing on your report that has been paid off, or even if you have charge-offs on there already, make sure everything is what it should be. Make sure your information is correct. That's one of the most critical things that I can tell anybody that's looking to build their credit, right, and preparing to make a major purchase. Make sure your information is correct. Make sure your name is spelled correctly. Make sure they have the right date of birth. Make sure they have your right middle initial. All those things are critical when you're talking about applying for credit and ensuring that you're in a position to receive that thing that you're trying to get, and get that financing that you're trying to get in order to make that purchase. So go on there, make sure that information is correct. And you got some things on there that's suspect. Write the credit bureau a letter. Get them a letter. You can find any letter. Google a letter form and write it on there, and inquire about what's on your report, and so that you have the opportunity to dispute it, and then the opportunity to remove it if possible. And then when you have the report, if there's some things on there that you're still working on, or some things on your report that you have not yet addressed, but you know you owe the money, prepare yourself in knowing what it is you're going to say, how you're going to approach that. Write you a letter, write out the issue, write out the problem, because most times these underwriters, especially if you're purchasing property, the underwriter from the lending institution is going to want to know what happened, whatever the situation is, whatever the life circumstance that happened that caused you not to make that payment on time or whatever. You need to be able to explain that in detail. And oftentimes that can help support your case in trying to obtain that particular type of financing in order to move forward. But you have to be prepared. Don't be afraid to address it now. Once you begin to build that confidence and really knowing and being confident in your financial standing, then you'll be able to confidently address these situations, especially when you go in and talk to lenders, when you get ready to make these strategic moves. And I know, one of the things I've always said, the wintertime, just historically, man, the wintertime is snow on the ground. People are really, these are the times where house hunting slows down because it's cold outside, it's snow on the ground. You really can't get a very good idea of what it is you're purchasing because things are snow covered and things of that nature. So this is a great opportunity to take this time to prepare. And this is a part of the plan that we've been talking about. This is a great time to take this time to prepare, to get your things in order as you get ready to move into 2026. Whether you're talking about purchasing a home, whether you're talking about buying a condo, whether you're talking about buying an investment property, whether you're talking about putting your house on the market, even for those that put their house on the market, take the winter time, right, and get some things done. So in the spring, you'll be ready to go. If you want to throw some fresh paint, if you want to take this time to get some things fixed, a lot of things are discovered in the wintertime that needs to be prepared. So that's another conversation for another day. We'll get into it even more if we talk about sellers. But for this show, we want to talk about buyers, but just making sure you're lining yourself up strategically for that move in 2026. And what you're going to do is get that credit report from all three major credit bureaus and make sure that you're on point and on track with the things that's on your report. Don't be afraid. Start building that confidence, right? This is the part of that financial confidence, that financial literacy that you need to have as you move towards 2026 and making that plan. I'm going to keep shouting it. I'm going to keep putting it out there. I'm going to keep encouraging you. I'm going to keep pushing you to make that move because you need it. You can do it. It's just simply knowing where to go and knowing the roads to take. You're putting your strategic plan together. That takes time. It takes you investing in yourself. It takes you investing in your future. And it takes you also putting in the work that is going to take in order to position yourself to be ready to make that move. Once again, this is Malcolm Fears, M73 Real Estate LLC, and we're here just to give you these tidbits as you prepare your strategic plan. Again, like and share this video. As always, let us know that you're listening. Drop us a line. Give us an idea of what it is you're thinking about doing, and we'll try our best to set you on the right path and get you going. But I think you're going to get there. Matter of fact, I'm confident to know that you're going to get there. I'm excited about what you're getting ready to do come 2026. You're going to get that property. You're going to get that dream home. You're going to find exactly what it is you've been looking for, what you've been hoping for, and what you've been dreaming for. You know why? Because you're going to be a confident buyer. You're going to be prepared, and you're going to be ready to go. You're not going to be concerned, overwhelmed about all the information that's out there. Because one thing you get is you have somebody who's ready and somebody who's devoted to giving you the information that you need in order for you to be successful. And we're going to make sure we continue to do that. And I'm going to see you next time. Once again, Malcolm Fears, broker on the M73 Real Estate. Hit us up, drop us a line, let us know you're here, and we're going to keep on pushing until we get to your goal. Peace.